Okay, so now the purpose of this video is to show you how to do the necessary dimensioning for our parts. And I'll talk a little bit about different dimensioning rules that we've covered in prior classes, but you might not remember them. First thing is I'm going to zoom in on both of these. This is my sample drawing. Maybe I'll zoom out just a little bit there, just enough so we can see it or read it. And then we're going to click on here. Now, the first thing I want to do is, you know what? I can just do this. I'm going to move this one over just a little bit here, and then at the end I'll switch its position, but just to get in a little tighter on it. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to set up the diameter dimensioning, and diameter symbol is this circle with a slash through it. So I am going to click on the word dimensioning. I'm in the Annotate tab, and I'm going to click Dimensions. And this brings up a whole new menu. And the first thing I want to do is I want to put this cross in here. Now you do that by clicking on where it says center mark. That's what they're called, center marks. And when I do center marks on circular parts, I always do the largest diameter. I click on the center mark with, I know what the problem was. Anyways, I was not in this window when I did that. So anyways, so I draw the center mark by activating the tool, and then I click on the largest diameter. So that gives me my center mark. Now the next thing is I'm going to go to my dimensioning tool, and I'm going to go to that outside diameter, and I'm going to click on it, and I will click one time, and this dialog box is going to come up about editing a dimension, and I'm just going to say OK. And I've got my diameter, and that is all called out. Now, the next thing is we need to dimension this diameter down here. This is the bottom of this part that's depicted by this hidden line going around here. And we don't dimension the hidden lines. It would be incorrect to do that. Now, generally, I would always dimension to all of these black lines that are on this view, but they are going to actually be taken care of by the note that we're going to be putting on this thing. And you know what? I forgot one dimension over here. That's the benefit of doing these things a couple times. You look and you go, oh, I'm missing a dimension. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause and just take a look at that real quick. Okay, back to this. That 15-degree dimension was the one that I was missing. This is my original drawing, I guess is the best way to put it. Okay, so anyways, back to this, down to here. So I have to put this diameter dimension down here. And ordinarily you wouldn't do that because you want to dimension circles from the view that is showing them as a circle. But in this instance, because of the constraint of not doing hidden lines, we're going to actually do this right down here. So dimension tool. Now I'm going to click on that line and that line. I'm going to pull this down here, and I'm going to click. Now, what you'll see is that it came up with, and this is interesting, it shouldn't have come up with this symbol, and I don't know exactly why it did, but I'm just going to say OK and see if that symbol stays. It did. All right. Well, if that doesn't happen, when you get to this box right here, what you might have to do is click. See these little arrows pointing to the left and to the right? Those are default text arrows. And then you can not really see it, but there is a vertical line just to the right there. And as all I'm going to do is use my arrow key to go to the front of that. And then I can put in the symbol that I need right there. But I don't need to do that because this automatically came in, and I don't know why, but it's okay. Now, you will get a chance to use the symbol thing doing this guy up here. The other thing too is my 15-degree dimension, this one right here. The way to do that is I go to the dimension tool, I click on the vertical line here. Notice I didn't click on the green dot. I just clicked on the line, anywhere on it. I'm going to go up here to the angled line and same deal. And I will back out here a little bit so that I can see this thing. And I'll just click to place that and then say okay. Now I can move this dimension. I'm going to cancel that. I can move that. All right, I can move this dimension, the number. Apparently I can't. Never mind. So anyways, all right. So that shows that angle is 15 degrees. Now, let's go to this note right here. I'm going to bring this in. This is what's called leader text. So leader text is up here in my panels. And here it says text, and there's leader text right there. And I'm going to come out, and I'm just going to click. And then I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to left click one time. And then I want this little leader to go out to the left. So I'm going to right click and say continue. Now I've got this dialog box right here. And I'm going to start inputting the text that I want. So the first thing is I need this symbol. I'm going to need this symbol. I need this. It's a repeat. And there's another one that's a repeat. Now the way you do this is you go to this little box right here. It's the second one up with a down arrow. And your little icon may be this or something else. But you're going to notice that there are some symbols up here. And they're also down here. You can use them down here or up here. Doesn't matter. Space. I'm going to put in a space 0.375. Space. And then the down arrow. The down arrow is right there. 1.500. And I'll hit enter because I want this to be a new line. And then the counter bore emblem or symbol is right there. Space. Diameter symbol. There it is. I'll use that one. Space 0.875. Space. Downwards arrow. 0.375. And I say, okay. So that is that text. Now, I'm going to move by putting my cursor inside of this box. You'll see the little red box kind of pop up. I'm just going to pull this off to the right. And there is my note for that hole. Now, this drawing is completely done. All right. So that's very good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to enlarge this so that this is the screen. And we'll bring this in as large as we possibly can. So what we're going to do, what you are going to do to turn this into me is the following thing. You are going to go to the word file. Well, first of all, you want to make sure you save it. Okay. So you're going to save it as stack. And that's the title that's right down here. You're going to go to file. You're going to go to export the file in PDF format. And you're going to call this stack. And you're going to say save. And it'll take it a second to do that. Now, once it's done that, then you're going to go into your Miniture Train folder, find the PDF name stack, and I'll just double click on it and I'll show it to you in a second. Right here. Okay. You'll notice that this already has all the line weights set up for us. So you're going to email me this PDF file. I don't want the electronic file of this. I just want the PDF of this. Okay? All right. So that is how you do the dimensioning for this part.